warning last time.
Oh, I know.
I'm
I have
excited.
lots of notes just in case.
Good. Good. Taking notes is always a good thing.
And I finally have spell cards.
Hey, sweet, sweet. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So everyone is. Oh, Nelson, you are not in the game, or at least you're not showing up as in the game. But so let's go ahead and have everyone roll a d20 so that we can do our recap. Lowest number is the winner. Oh, we have a tie at 7. Octhal, you rolled the first 7. We'll let you take it.
I want to like this roll. I disagree significantly. Fuck, that means I have to do things. Last time we were together, we ventured out of the town in search of a lost caravan, moving through the forest southward towards where they believe it might have been ambushed. Along the way, we met a live and dying druid who I don't trust, and then came upon the remains of an attacked caravan. We found tracks and slither marks that led us to a bait ambush with a living elf whose name I don't think I heard. Sitting in the middle of lizardfolk and giant lizards. Combat ensued. We won. I have a friend and a bunch of skinned lizardfolk.
That sounds pretty accurate. You did get your friend. I think I forgot to give you a character sheet for your friend, which I apologize for.
Yep.
We'll get that going now. Sin, you may start the intro. All right. Welcome, welcome. We are live. Okay, so tonight is a night of traveling. It should be fun. We have a guest appearance with us tonight. He will be jumping in a little bit amidst our traveling. We appreciate you joining us for the stream and the journey of Ramshorn.
Glad to be here.
All right. So last time on the wonderful adventures of you guys, we were at this point. You had just skinned a whole bunch of lizard people, captured a lizard, Octhal, for yourself, and we're getting ready to head back to the Dryad lady to potentially save her. So on your journeys, you get back to the map with the Dryad. I do apologize. I got rid of the actual dryad on the map, but you guys all know where she was. As you approach the dryads, what do you do?
Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to talk. 1 second. So as we, or at least as I approach the dryad, I go with our newfound friend over here, because she said that she'd be able to help. So I ask her what we.
You cut out right before.
I asked her like what we can do to help this tree person.
Okay. So Thana, the name of the lady that is now joining you guys, you explain the situation of the dying dryad, and she walks up to the dying tree and she breaks off a piece of the dying oak tree and she spits in her hand with the tree and starts rubbing it together really fast, and it ends up making a paste in her hand. She then reaches up and grabs a leaf that was just about to bud out of the tree, encases it in the spit bark, and then tells you guys that the tree needs to be cut out. The infection of the earth needs to be removed.
All right. Who here is wanting to help me with that? And yeah, I guess I just go with my sword and start trying to carefully cut out infected tree.
Okay. Does anybody else wish to help with the removal of an infected tree?
Sure, but I only have a dagger that can cut.
Okay.
My shovel to cut.
You could use your shovel.
I'll help.
Okay. So you guys take some time. You cut out the tree. There's some nice fresh dirt where you guys have removed the tree. Thana then prays over the ground, replants the seed, and looks to the other dryad saying that your sister will be okay. The sister dryad is elated at the news that her sister has been saved and that she will be able to take root once again. 4 tree branches extend out to you, each of which is holding a bunch of good berries. So each of you may add 10 good berries to your inventory and a potion of bark skin. Everyone got that?
Is it a single potion or?
Yep. One single potion of bark skin. Okay. At that, Thana turns around and asks if we may please get to Ramshorn, as I really need to talk to the elder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to do here? I will take that as a no.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. No, I'm all set.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
All right. So you guys travel back the couple of days that it takes to get to Ramshorn. at Ramshorn, once you come into the town, you see that good old Tobias and his carts are over by the general store and the blacksmith loading up a bunch of gear. When Thana comes in and sees Majoruk, she immediately runs up to her, and you can see their mouths moving. And someone can give me an insight check. Any or all of you. Okay. There we go. Two 21s. All right, so you guys are able to see the reaction of Thana and Leah and Madrik's faces is one of concern, and they immediately rush into the meeting room. After a couple minutes, Madrik calls out into the village for all of you to join him and Thana in the meeting room. Do you all approach?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Is anyone else doing anything special? Or going in?
No, I just take my place where I would normally stand as a town guard.
Okay.
Probably by the door, I assume.
Well, no, you'd be up by them. They call you forward. Madrik's sitting up there in his Jarl's throne, and Thana's to his right, Jim Jam's to his left. So as you guys step forward, Madrik looks to Thana and gives her a nod. She steps forward and begins to speak. While she's telling you a story, you each start to notice that your vision gets a little fuzzy. You are in the midst of a battle. A great war is going on all around you. You are within perspective. You're within the perspective of a person in the battle. Your vision is clear of the battle. You are fully aware that you are in a vision and not in your own body. And suddenly you hear a loud yell, Narudatis. The rest of you can only hear Thana's voice amidst the mass chaos of the battle. Vision only lasts a couple of seconds, and it ends, and Thana smiles and turns to Majoruk and nods. Majoruk steps forth. Each of you give me an insight check.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Everyone give me an insight check. Okay. All of you notice that as Majoruk stands up and steps forward towards you, he seems to be standing a little taller, more confident and proud. He takes a scroll out of a little pocket next to his seat, and he hands each of you one of them, except for Syllektis. When done, he takes a knee in reverence of all of you. Thana steps forth, Jim Jam steps forth, and takes a knee as well. They give you a moment to take a look at your scrolls that you were just handed. If you go to your journals, each of you should have a scroll in your journal. You can take a moment and look at it. Don't ask questions, just look at it. Let me know when you are finished.
I'm all set.
Done.
I don't know where to find it.
If you go up to the third icon, it's like the newspaper.
Oh, literally the thing called scroll.
Yeah. I tried to make it easy. I put yours on the system, so you now have yours in your journal as well. stream you may see the scrolls. I will load up each one for you slowly. Oh, that's lizard friend, not a scroll. Okay, so after... Oh no, the scroll... Crap. Scrolls aren't going to show up because they're only... It's only GM view. Let's see if that works. Okay, we will do that.
Says the invisible voice from nowhere. I can see a circle that is not our players popping up.
Yeah. It is the voice in the vision.
Mystery circle.
It is speaking out to us.
Are you
Oh
my
shit,
deity?
Ramshorn is haunted. We have to burn the town down.
I think someone's using vicious mockery
Sorry.
or dissonant whispers. All right, Sin, you should have... They are... No, you can just flash them up there however long you want, and then we'll continue with the story. I'll let the pros handle all the stuff. Okay, so as they notice each of you taking the scrolls and closing them back up, they stand... Thana steps forward and she hands you a... She hands one of you a map. Who is the best... you know what, Yulong, you're generally the town...
The guide.
Yeah, the guide, so she
And
will
my
hand...
Outlander feature also says I get a bonus with maps too.
Right.
Same.
So it'd be Octhaler.
Okay, let me... I bet I didn't download that map because I'm a scrub like that. Give me 1 second. This is what happens when you are busy and then you have to rush everything in the day of doing stuff.
I'm just
Alright.
really happy that we got to save the tree. I was worried about that.
You did get to save a tree. Well done.
I have a question for everybody out of character. When he said good berries, did anybody else say in their head, "Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. Can I take your order?"
No.
No? Oh man.
No.
I should have though.
That was like the first thing I thought of, and I was like, I'm kind of disappointed and proud of myself.
My first thoughts were these are going to disappear in 24 hours.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Do I don't think I know that in character.
I do.
Sin, I'm going to give you access to a map as well that they're going to be handed.
Octhol is going to sit there very confused at his scroll. He is a lizard and therefore has no wings.
Okay. So who wants to accept the map?
Which one of us have a higher survival?
Are you at 5 survival?
I'm at 6.
Ooh. And you also got Wanderer too, so we're both good.
You know what?
I'm also the eyes, so you take it. I'll be the I do better as a lookout.
There.
Perception.
I gave it to both of
7.
you. She magically made 2 copies of the map. She hands you a copy of the map. When you look at the map, there seem to be similar markings on the map in specific locations as per what were on your scrolls. She then says to you, "Heroes, seek out your destiny and save the world once more, as we need you." and she bows away. Madrick steps forward and very proudly, standing in front of you, asks, before you embark on your journey, will you see that Thana is returned to Hearst safely?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's my boss, so yeah.
Okay.
But also, just happy to do it.
Okay. At this time, Madrick will tell you that you will find Tobias, the merchant, trader, outside. He's getting a cart ready to head back with the supplies. You can go see him whenever you are ready to go. As you guys leave, Madrick and Thana tell Syllektis to remain back, as they have word of his teacher that he has been searching for, and they wish to speak to him in private about that manor. Okay, so you guys walk out of the meeting hall. What do you do?
So I'm gonna go over to Tobias and the blacksmith and see what's up over there.
Also going to do that and ask Tobias if he has any spare iron.
Any spare what?
Iron.
Iron. Tobias has no gear, as he just dropped off all the stuff that you guys saved from the caravan, and is now picking up stuff from Ramshorn to take back to Hearst. So he doesn't have anything specifically to sell. He's the transport guy.
Blacksmith then.
Yeah. Oh wait, is that one the blacksmith?
Blacksmith is 5.
Oh.
Can I sell all of the skins that I now have in my pack to the blacksmith?
You can try to, yes, if you would like to.
I would like to do
Okay.
that.
Okay, so I'll start with that. When you go up to the blacksmith, he will encourage you to carry them with you to Hearst, as they have a specific tanner down in Hearst that could utilize all your leathers.
And I
He
leave.
he will take them, but he cannot pay you what they would be able to.
Let me reiterate. And I leave.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe Octhal was feeling charitable and just wanted to give him some. Okay, Leah, you wanted to ask about iron?
Yes, any kind of like iron scraps even.
Okay. And speaking with the blacksmith about iron scraps, and you having just given up a giant shipment of daggers and other weapons of the sort, looking at you and knowing you're not one to mess with metals very often, he does take a roughly crafted iron ingot and says, "Here, that you could use it for payment of all the weaponry that you gave him last time."
Elaborate on payment, because that stuff is now going with Tobias.
Right. All of the weapons have been unloaded onto or loaded onto Tobias's cart. But
Yes, I don't
the
understand
blacks,
why he's paying then.
because the blacksmith is going to receive the money that Tobias gets from selling those.
Oh, okay. So, do I just take a flat iron ingot?
You got a flat iron ingot.
Okay.
Guard.
Well, I feel like if he didn't have one before, he wouldn't have one now. But I was kind of inquiring if I had anything more if he had anything more than like a buckler shield.
He does not, but where you're headed, they have shields aplenty.
Okay. Is there anything else specifically that he needs that he didn't get in this shipment that I could keep an eye out for when I'm out?
Yes, he needs better tools. That was part of the shipment that was supposed to be coming out.
Okay.
To him, but it got ransacked,
Okay.
and so he still needs some better tools.
So I feel kind of like weird doing this, but does he have money to pay for the tools? Because I don't think I have any gold. I'm not asking for a commission to bring him back the tools, just money for the tools themselves.
He says he does not. If you find them, he can make sure he pays you after they get wares to sell.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for him.
'Kay.
And then I'm gonna head over to the chapel.
Okay. Are you doing anything?
Gonna deposit that pile of rocks I got back from training, where Lyatril will find it.
Okay.
And head to the chapel.
Okay.
And
So
I will
Lee-
donate. Oh, go ahead.
Leah, add 20 rocks as ammunition for your sling.
Oh, nice.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna donate the good berries to the chapel for anyone that wants them. Anyone in Ramshorn.
Okay. At the donation of the good berries, the acolyte of the cleric will come up and with a very emphatic thank you, grab your hands and kind of kiss them and bow at the same time, and says you will not be forgotten. And then we'll turn away.
I'll just head out after that.
Okay. Octhal, after hissing, what did you want to do?
What was that?
After hissing and leaving, what would you like to do in town before heading out with good old Tobias?
Wait. Bored. Ukthal is not a town kind of lizard.
Right. I don't think Octhal is a civilization kind of lizard. Okay, guard, you're at the cleric.
Yeah, I was just spending time in prayer and asking for the cleric's, like, I guess not like a blessing, but like the cleric to
Encouragement.
kind of pray over me. Yeah.
Okay. So you do that. You're conversing with the cleric and the acolytes, and they lay on hands for you and the party on your adventures moving forth, and just for the entire region and the coastal area in general.
Oh, I just had a thought. The clerics have been around for like a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask them about the scroll?
You can.
Yeah. So I would love to ask them about Voltang Thundermane.
Okay. So you ask about the scroll. Do you hand them the scroll so that they can look at it?
Yes.
Okay. So when you hand them the scroll, they look at the writing and the dialect that was used, and say this comes from the Dwarven people, and one of the older acolytes. You'd think he would be the cleric because he's the oldest one in the bunch, but he's wearing just disciples' robes. Says that he's heard stories and phrases that hail from Voltang, and that he was a commander of an army, and you could hear his roar, and it was as loud as a lion when going into battle. That amidst everything, you were always able to hear the thunder of his voice.
Okay. Well, I thank them for the information that still a little confused, but thank them for the information that they have given me, and I tell them that I will keep them in my thoughts as I am adventuring.
Okay. Take your leave. All right, Leah, you've moved to the chapel.
Yeah, Leo wants to inquire to see if, since the party's been gone, if any of the clerics have been able to provide a blessing.
Okay. So I envision Leah standing there timidly in front of the clerics, almost looking really nervous, like a little kid going off to like their first day of school, and asking for encouragement or a blessing of sorts. 1 second. And they reach out a hand to you, and they give you a prayer of inspiration, to give you encouragement and tell you that you have been chosen for a great purpose. Fulfill that purpose. And so in that you feel more confident in that moment, and you kind of get a little chill down your spine as they end their prayer and wish you luck.
Okay. And I don't actually have to stop into this, but I guess just a flavor text note. Leo wants to say goodbye to the general store keeper.
Okay, you want to go say goodbye to your elven lady?
Yes.
Okay. So all of you have finished your last goodbyes and all of that jazz for the town of Ramshorn, the village of Ramshorn. You meet up front with Tobias as he is loading up the rest of the goods, making sure everything's tied down well. And the last person to join your party is Thana, walking out of the meeting hall. Madruk standing there, Jim Jam standing there outside the meeting hall, seeing you guys off. Before you set out, Tobias goes over the rules and regulations of traveling in a party with him.
Guard pulls out his notebook and starts writing all the rules down.
Okay. Well, Tobias.
I've
ahead
only
and,
got 2 rules for traveling with me. 1, only fights when needed, and 2, no sad faces. Now, let's hit the road.
What if one's face does this naturally?
Only. No.
Then we'll find something to tape it into a permanent smile.
All right. That permanent smiles are always creepy. But
Guard has a question for Tobias.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Well, when I found you, you weren't smiling, so does that mean when the caravan is stopped, we are considered not traveling, and then we can do these things?
There is one exception to the first rule. When somebody's trying to rip out your guts, then you can feel free to scream and not smile.
Okay, to be sad when guts are removed. Guard thanks you for your time.
Not a problem, big fella. So, shall we hit the road?
In Draconic, I say to my lizard very quietly, "We can eat him later."
Okay, so
Looks like this is a short appearance.
um
Question.
hold
Leo
on.
knows Draconic. Am I close enough to hear the whisper?
Go ahead, give me a perception check on that one. And Tobias, give me a perception check as well, because as a traveling person, you may know Draconic.
Oh,
Okay, Leah, I would say yes, that you did hear what was whispered between Octhal and his lizard friend. Tobias, you did not. You just heard some murmuring.
Leah's just here to laugh.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying something new on traveling because traveling is often a very boring part of D&D. And so what we're going to do, we are here, the open world, the overworld map. You guys are the little cart that is currently on Ramshorn. Each block is a week worth of travel. So the way we're going to do this is you can roll a d6. The first roll of the d6 is going to be the length at which you travel. The second roll of a d6 is going to have an event tied to it. Sound
I
fair?
love it. Oh yeah,
I rolled
that
a
sounds
3.
awesome. I'm good with that.
Cool,
Well,
cool.
We need the roll to be in roll 20 so that chat may see what happens.
I rolled a 1.
Oh. Okay.
I got a rock.
So before we head out, Tobias, the question for you is the route that you wish to take. Does it stick into the forest or get out into the open rolling hills as fast as possible?
Depends. Which is the safer of the two routes?
You would know they're both equally as dangerous because it's just wild world.
I guess the faster of the two then in that case.
Okay.
So
All right. So with GG Nelly's or with Guard's roll of a 1, you guys make it a week.
I want to
Right.
remind everyone that you're traveling with a 6'5" giant lizard on a giant lizard. We may not want to stay out in the open.
Hey, guard feels safe.
we can just put a giant tarp over the lizard and then it'll be like you're on a hover.
We'll dress it up like a horse, and if anybody questions it, we'll just ignore it.
Why is your horse so low to the ground and hissing at me and eating me?
It's one of those new miniature donkeys.
It's
Okay.
the new Apple iHorse. Don't question it.
That's why it's terrible. Okay. So, all right, I need another roll of a d6 from somebody.
Somebody else.
So you guys have successfully traveled a week. Tobias, your roll, as you get out of the forest, traveling is going very well. No objectives or obstacles have gotten into your way. You guys are moving at a good rate of speed. Give me another d6 from Tobias. Okay, you guys successfully, in your moving of a well pace, have gone another 5 weeks without any issue. 3, 4, 5. So you guys made it fairly quickly out into the main road. I need another d6 roll.
As for traveling, there's been no other travelers on the road going north, going south, anything like that.
No. So in my, because he rolled a 6, I'll tell you what a 6 is in the table. In traveling, if you roll a crit, it allows you to skip to another roll of traveling with nothing bad happening.
I just mean in general, like, are we seeing other carts moving as we're going? Are we seeing any?
I'm gonna say no. Everything seems to be in a weird place right now. There isn't much action going on outside of Ramshorn at this point, since that's all that you've known. There is something that is going to happen at this point, but everything's been kind of calm and somber in your travels. Okay.
This
All right.
sport. Are we there yet?
Not quite. So amidst your traveling and heading really well, no issues going on within travels, you guys decide to camp out. At this point, you can see Hearst off in the distance, the silhouette of a relatively nicely sized city, the four walls that surround it. As you pull off to make camp, you see a nice spot surrounded slightly by trees. And you think, okay, this could be a good spot to camp for the night. Who wants to scout the camping area?
I will.
Okay. Let me move your tracker. Moving the player tracker is something I forget to do frequently. Okay. So, go ahead and move. All right, give me a perception check. Okay. As you are scouting out ahead of the rest of the party, you notice that there is a little plume of smoke coming off in the distance up over a little rolling hill. You move forward and change perspective, and you see a group of people sitting around a campfire. And with that perception roll, you are able to notice on one of the shoulders that there is a symbol that looks familiar to you.
I hiss.
Okay. What do you do after you hiss? And after your lizard friend hisses? I'm sure you guys hiss in unison at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
I will go back to my party a little and start waving them closer and to go around the trees opposite the path.
So over here?
Yes.
Okay. Tobias, you are riding on the cart. Give me a perception check. Okay, you see Octhal on his saddleback, waving his arms and doing a air traffic control signals to move your group around the tree this way. How do you respond?
Alright, I give him wave back to him with a pleasant smile and start to turn the cart to head off, thinking he's probably found a good place for us to camp.
Okay. So go ahead and place yourself as to where you're going for the cart, and everyone else follow suit. Do you have control over your token? Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Octhal, you get everyone gathered up over there. What do you do?
More bandits. Same symbols.
That is not what I thought you were signaling us for. We should probably turn around and head off. Agreed? Sounds like a plan.
Well, I don't know about turn around, but maybe just like go around them.
Ah, yes. That sounds a lot better. We should do that.
Anybody else have everybody good with that, or?
They should fall.
Well, remember
Group attacks Ramshorn.
the
Sit
first
before us now.
the first rule: only fight when needed.
Exactly. And they're not trying to kill us right now, so we don't have to try and maybe get ourselves killed. So let's go round, and hopefully we do not run into them ever again. Sound good? Sound good.
Well, what if they go back to Ramshorn?
That does pose a problem. We have 2 to avoid fight, 2 to join fight. How's Yulong feeling?
Yulong is ready anytime. This whole time he's been traveling, Yulong's been doing his daily workout, so he's pretty pumped right now. Right.
Okay. Octhal, you were the first to see the group. You hear that 2 of the people wish to avoid the fight. You know them to be the same group that attacked Ramshorn. What do you do?
Too risky. Leave their back exposed. Try to kill us once. We'll do so again.
Okay. Guard, go ahead and give me a... Give me just a charisma check. Just a flat charisma check. Okay. The more you hear Octhal talking about the bandits potentially going and heading in the direction of Ramshorn, and Leah's little face also saying, "Oh, but Ramshorn," and the sad puppy eyes that I imagine they have, being an elf druid. You feel a tinge in your heart for what if Ramshorn is attacked again and you guys aren't there.
Well, if we are going to do this, split them up. Decoy. I'm pretty fast. Stretching, getting ready.
Did you say split them up? Your mic cut out.
Yulong says we should split them up. Split. Decoy. I'll draw a few of them in one direction, and you can hit them from the other.
Okay. So Yulong is devising a plan of attack. Guard. How are those heartstrings feeling?
I mean, Guard, taking a lesson from last time, is trying to work more with the party's decision. So a Guard is seeing that the party is leaning towards it, so will participate. Guard. So should we leave the cart here though with them, or?
Yes.
All right. So yeah. What if?
And I'm gonna leave my my lizard with the cart.
Okay.
Here,
Good.
I'll make sure the cart is safe then. If you are planning to do this, yes, I can be of more assistance from back here and from a safe distance.
I am very sorry about this, Tobias, but this is just something that we have to do. So what if we did like a? Never mind. So what if we had
Okay.
our ranged people behind this log?
Well, so everyone give me a stealth check.
Can can I?
If we're gonna do
can I
stealth, I'm
walk
gonna use
to
Murder Pass Without a
Panther?
Trace to give everyone that bonus.
Plus
Okay.
10, so 23.
Okay, so everyone has a very high stealth.
I don't know how to do
Lead them up
transformation.
the path. I will go behind. Flank them.
Okay. Leah, what were you?
So the Panther has +6 to stealth. But
Okay.
do I just roll my stealth and then add 6? Or
Well,
Just
so
roll
you,
a d20 and add 6.
yeah.
okay.
Technically 16, because Pass Without a Trace is going.
Right. You guys are pretty much invisible. Okay. Tobias, you were staying back with the cart, the lizard, and Thana, and the rest of you are moving out. Octhal wishes for you guys to distract them so that he may get around. Go ahead and place yourselves where you would like to be.
So wait, is Octhal going around to the east or west?
I thought it was going over here.
All right, sweet. So yeah, guard will come along like this way ish. I feel like this would be the best way for them to be distracted and not looking at Octhal.
Okay. I really, really wish there was a way to
Like
do like
behind this bush.
a group.
Well,
And
all you have to do is roll once and keep a single token in your GM layer, or off the map, and roll for that one token so you don't delete it.
But I like having. I know I just make this more difficult for myself, but I like having each one instead of all of them attack at the same time. Or like if you could prep per map, that would work. All right, go ahead and roll initiatives for each of you.
And before anyone has stepped out into the open, I will, as I see my team moving, if I see one of my members stepping out, I want to shoot my crossbow at one of these forward guys.
Okay.
Hide again, so it looks like it came
From somewhere else.
east.
And
Okay.
for wild shape note, my shield is on me.
Like on your back.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, Tobias and Thana are off at the cart, remaining hidden. Okay. All of you are able to stay relatively stealthed. Octhal, you see them not notice your party members as they pass the wider part of the trail. They're simply chatting and eating around the fire. The sun at this point is not fully set. It's still a blue sky, but you know in the next hour or two the sun will be setting.
As I watch my party walk through the middle of an open field, I criticize the bandits for not keeping a better watch in my head, and go, they deserve this.
Okay. Well, so what do you do? What is
So I am waiting
is the
for,
big
I'm assuming, Guard to walk out in all his paladin glory, and I'm going to make it look like he shot one of them in the face.
Okay.
By shooting one of them in the face.
Okay, that works.
That's a great way to do that.
Okay, Tobias, you see these adventurers that you are traveling with go into immediate fight mode, well organized attack, how do you respond?
In his head, he's just thinking, "This is nuts. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is nuts," and he's gonna prepare a sleep spell for whenever somebody starts attacking. He's just gonna cast sleep on as many of them as possible.
Okay, that works. Okay. Good old front bandito guy. Gonna give him a nice perception at a disadvantage. Oh no, he is well into his second or third beverage and is feeling a little woozy.
He's probably the one getting shot. Elon didn't click his token before he...
Yeah, click your token and
Initiative.
then do initiative, and that should add
Bad.
you. It's okay. It happens to all of us.
Literally all of us.
Right.
Sorry.
For some.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
It's like
Alright.
one off from your first one.
Right.
Doesn't change the order at all. Also, perfect.
All right, Yulong. You see them all just chilling out, Max, and eating some food.
Yeah.
Not noticing you. What do you do?
I'm going to prepare my action to basically charge in. I'm not going to do it. Kind of. When I decide to, I will rush in and start attacking.
Okay. There's a lot of stuttering coming from your mouth.
Oh, sorry. Hear me?
Yep.
I'm going to prepare to rush in. Just hold my action for now.
Okay, that works. All right, Far Bandito's turn. Let's see how he's feeling. Okay,
Average is still over 20.
he thinks that he heard a noise, so he's no longer eating, but he is looking. Whoop. He's. Gosh. How do you do the what's the shortcut to click and drag to show? Is it shift right click? Isn't there a shortcut of them love the ruler?
Oh, yeah, the ruler with the circle around it.
Well, yeah, if there was a
quick link
shortcut. But he looks over into this direction. Doesn't see you, but he thought he heard something in the process. So he lets his next door neighbor, Bandito Captain, looks like a bigger guy, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, I think I saw something over there." And with that, he's gonna get up and start walking over to check it out.
Just wait for the little eye to close and we'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Leah. Leah, it's your turn.
Okay.
You have drank Barkskin and has turned into a panther
Oh,
with a shield on their back.
that is
Yes.
terrifying.
How much does Barkskin add again?
+2.
Plus 2.
It's 13 plus your dexterity.
So as a panther, probably pretty high.
So it's 14 with my shield, and then it's 16 with Barkskin.
There you go.
Okay.
That is-
So
It was a tanky panther. Good berries would be gone.
yeah, I'm just gonna run in.
'Kay.
And
Do a nice
use-
pounce.
Yeah, Precisely.
As
All
I
right.
see the panther running in, I go, "Oh, that wasn't the plan. Oh well."
That's what happens when you have a panther on your team. They're unexpected.
Can I
That
run?
one.
Can I charge alongside the Panthers so that we hit him at the same time? Charging.
You guys can. You can coordinate your attacks.
I'm gonna use my battle charge ability when I rush in.
Okay, Leah,
So-
go ahead and put your character in front of who you're attacking.
Okay.
Surprise attack, the one on the front top left.
Yes, 1 second.
Also, seeing them all charge in, I'm gonna release my spell.
Okay, and what's the range of sleep?
90 feet, and it affects each creature within 20 feet of the position.
Right. Okay.
So
So,
don't hit me with it.
so
Yeah,
Leah,
basically, I see you charging in. I cast it before you get there.
Yulong runs in. Octhal, go ahead and make your attack. Tobias, roll for sleep.
So 23 hit points.
Okay. Octhal, you will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Claw attack is
Okay.
That is wrong. That should be 2d6, I think.
1d.
Well, either way, you have successfully shot a bandito in the face right as he was about to take another bite of his mutton leg, and he drops. With that, you said you got a 23 for sleep,
Yeah, so 23 hit points worth of
right?
bandits.
Okay, so Leah, the person that you were charging, seems to just slump over and fall asleep. The person next to him also falls over asleep, and you see this guy over here just kind of shake his head, do like a little because he felt
Jar Jar?
tired. He felt tired, but no, that was that boss Nas, the king of the Gorgons. It does one of those like lip shakes,
Yeah.
but doesn't quite fall asleep. Leah, go ahead and make your
Bonus
pounce
action
attack. Bonus action hide.
Okay, so I rolled for the claw, which is the first part of pounce. You said that they went down for sleep, so do they still have to make the DC 12 strength saving throw?
No, just give me a D20 to see if you hit him. I see the D4 for damage. I don't see your D20 for actually making the attack.
Since he's asleep, does that mean he's unconscious?
I wouldn't say unconscious, but he's having some good dreams.
He's definitely incapacitated.
Right,
Yes.
that was the one I meant.
Okay. Leah,
You'd
give
have
me another one
advantage.
because he is asleep, so you have advantage.
Okay.
All right, that will hit. So go ahead and you did 3 damage.
And now because is he considered prone because he's asleep and
Yes.
the attack hit? Okay. So
Yep.
now I have to do a 6 plus 2.
Okay, another
6
3.
damage total.
All right. All right, Yulong, go ahead and you did your battle charge, and that hits for 5. All right. So the two of you run up on a guy that just fell over asleep. Leah jumps on, pounces, and claws and bites, and you just kind of stomp him into the ground, and he goes corpsey. At this, all of them are alerted of everyone. Mr. Sleepy Guy over here is going to stand up and make an attack. He's going to run after the Panther. A 4 is not going to hit. Ward, you see loud commotion happening ahead of you. What do you do?
So guard is that is not my selector. Guard's gonna move here, and he's going to slap this homeboy here with his sword.
The sleepy guy or the big guy?
Oh, the big guy. Sorry, that's a good
Okay.
distinction.
Big guy, that will miss as you run forward amidst the chaos. He dodges your attack. Octhal.
I will.
Oh, he moves
stealth.
there.
Move over here.
Okay. You are successfully still.
Just half my speed. I will shoot this one. Because
Okay.
no one is looking at him. Or they're all looking the opposite direction of me.
Right.
Advantage. Shoot.
That will hit. And you successfully thunk another one. And he falls into his plate of porridge. Tobias.
Bonus
see-
action. I will hide.
You see
as
that
a rogue tends to do. Goodbye.
the bandits seem to be dropping much faster than we have ever seen or anticipated from these group of people that you were traveling with.
Yeah, Tobias is in kind of shock and awe and kind of a little bolstered by this. It's like steps out from his little hiding place behind his cart, like, yeah, you better take that. Yeah, you go get him, guard. And he's gonna give you a bardic inspiration, like, yeah, you can do this, man. Way to go! Come, whack him right,
Meanwhile,
whack him
there's
again.
there's just a tree off to the side shooting crossbow bolts from nowhere.
So yeah, guard, you have a D8 bardic inspiration, and he's gonna look at the one next to the panther and like, you suck.
Oh.
And just vicious mockery.
Okay.
Oh.
What's
For a second, I thought he was talking about Yulong. I was like, oh no, why?
He betrays the party and kills his own.
okay, so in the midst of trying to tell this guy that you suck, he turns and
Upside
looks
down?
in the direction of which the voice came from.
And his eyes just kind of drop, like, oh fuck,
And
and runs back behind his cart.
just chuckles and saying, "You're next, short stuff." And then that's the end of his turn. That bandito is dead. You long.
Right.
You just
I'm gonna
stomped a
move-
dude's face into the ground. What do you do?
I'm gonna jump over him, and then any one of these fine gentlemen.
All right, which one are you going for?
I'm gonna go for the biggest one.
They're all relatively large men. I forgot to give him an initiative.
I'll make an attack with my quarterstaff,
Okay.
and then do my bonus Fist of Fury.
Okay. And you are going. Did you ping which one you were going for?
We'll do this one.
Okay. That works. You got 21 with the quarterstaff, 16 with the Fist of Fury. Both hit successfully.
And before my turn ends, I'll put a key point for patient defense, so I get have to dodge active
Okay.
until next turn.
All right.
Isn't that
Dodge.
also your bonus action.
A key point.
Okay, but is Fist of Fury a bonus action as well?
Yeah, if it is, then
Okay, so we'll save that key point. You're a monk. You could probably dodge stuff anyways. Monks are
Oh.
gross at dodging.
Monks have weird action economy. They
Okay,
have too
so
many bonus actions.
right. So the guy that you just slapped in the face and knocked his plate of food out of his hands, he's gonna stand up and draw his scimitar and swing at you. 22 for 5,
Okay.
and then using his dagger as the knife that he was using to cut up his mutton, he goes to stab with a 23 for 4 as well.
Ouch.
Okay, next guy's turn. Guard, he's not happy that you tried to strike him, so he will show you what a real fighter looks like. Swings, 9 will miss. 19.
19 just greatly hits.
Okay, so he will miss with the scimitar, but then scratch you for 4 with his dagger.
All right. Okay.
Okay, he's
Oh,
dead.
wait. No, never mind.
And then Sleepy Boy. Leah, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so I'm gonna run back, then run forward, so I have the 20 feet charge. Oh, sorry, dropped my notes. And I'm gonna use Pounce.
Okay,
do for
you're
me.
running away and then running back up.
Oh shoot, I have to disengage in order to do that, don't I?
Right. So he is going to make a swipe at you, but he misses. You're
Okay.
good.
So I do 1d20 first.
Yep. Roll to hit. Okay, 13 will hit.
Nice. Okay. So first one is claw, which is
Remember, you add your Panther's Dex mod to your attacks as well.
Yes, but it's okay.
I don't understand what that means.
I've been keeping track of it.
Okay. 1d4 plus 2. And they have to do a DC 12 strength saving throw.
Okay. See if he's knocked prone. He's not knocked prone.
Damn. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. He survives. This guy, you were getting swung at again. 16.
I think 16 armor class.
Yep.
Tie.
Tie, then it hits. Take 5. And that is his action. Guard, you are up.
Awesome. So Gord is going to, on the same guy, do a longsword attack.
Okay.
For 3. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Yulong.
Okay. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Alright, so Yulong, you have +2 to your AC. And you attacked 23 for 3 damage against this guy. You successfully hit.
I would hope so.
Okay. That it?
That is it.
Okay. Suddenly from off in the distance, you see magical darts come flying in. And Yulong, they seem to be focused around your character. How much magic missile just like automatically did all 3 of them at once?
Yeah, that would make too much sense.
Yeah, and so you do it at a higher level. Also, sometimes you want to split the damage.
It's true, but even if it split the damage, if I click it once, just give me 3 d4 rolls, and then I can add them to who I wanted to. Okay. So that happens. You see the banditos in front of you just start acting like they're being punched invisibly, and take a few shots. Octhal.
Which one was just pummeled by magic missiles?
You saw this guy move and flinch, and you saw this guy move and flinch.
Good to know. Action and bonus action. I'm going to move.
Okay.
All of me movement.
Okay.
Get right in his face and just try to put my knife under his chin and into his head.
Okay, you are completely concealed, so go ahead and make an attack. Okay, you successfully get the knife up to his chest, not quite to his chin, before slashing and doing some damage. Okay.
Stabber.
Is that your turn?
That took my bonus action to move, so that's
Okay.
my turn.
Tobias, the fight has suddenly turned to a little more even of a battle. What do you do?
Kind of taking back a bit of my gusto from before. I was like, hang in there. I'm sure you can take a few hits, Mr. Rockman guy. You can do it. Bardic inspiration to you. You.
Alright, thank you.
To you, yeah.
And I'm gonna place another sleep spell back here, so I only hit the big bandit guards, and I'll be casting it at 3rd level.
Okay.
So 33.
Okay. We'll say this guy's looking a little woozy, but he's still on his feet. He's not fully asleep, but he is definitely at a disadvantage of movement.
And you know what? I'll actually get a bit closer.
Okay.
I already moved 10, 25.
Halfling's getting a little gutsy. You guys have inspired him.
And he's
Alright.
inspired us.
Yeah.
Yulong, your lizard friend just came out of the woodwork and sliced at one of the guys in front of you. You now, since you have an ally with you, you have flanking against the dazed person.
I am going to use the butt of my stuff and just try to like he's already asleep, huh? So
The guy in front of you?
the guy that I'm putting the bonus on, I'm gonna off.
Okay. Ooh.
You have inspiration if you want it.
You can add a D8. If you do a D8 roll, you can add it.
I don't know if that hits if you roll an 8.
You just miss the woozy guy from hitting with the butt of your quarterstaff. Do you wish to do anything else?
The guy in front of me, I'm going to kind of taunt him with patient defense. Just kind of like come at me, bro.
Okay. You're come at me broing a sleepy guy.
The other guy.
Oh, this guy. Okay. That works. Alright, so Guard, Bandito Captain is not happy with you after being hit. He's going to swing 23.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and take that 5 damage, and he's going to get you with a dagger for 9.
Oof.
9 doesn't hit, right?
Oh, no, okay. I thought you meant 9 damage.
Nope. Okay. Woozy Bandit Captain. Let's see if he's good enough to come to. He is not. Woozy Bandit Captain misses his turn. Panther that just pounced on this bandit is going to swipe at you with his sword. 19 to the Panther.
That hits.
Alright, take 2 damage. Bandit Captain, annoyed by the taunting, is going to come in with 2 swipes at 19.
Disadvantage because he did patient defense.
Oh, with the dodge, so 15.
Misses.
15 misses? Yeah, he said he had 16. Okay. Well played. All right, Leah, you just got slashed by a sword. How do you act?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm
Okay.
just going to attack the one in front of me.
All right, go ahead and maul him.
And then I'm going to be using bite.
Okay. For 6. Okay. Do Panthers have multi-attack?
It didn't say on the thing.
No.
Okay. I thought they did. Okay.
So in a second, book's open.
Well, they can attack with a bonus if they use pounds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, beasts are weird. All right. So, Bandito, Guard, you just got slapped pretty well. How you feeling?
I'm feeling, like it's a good time to enforce the law. And then I am going to yell, "You are under arrest." And I'm going to use that D8. Damn it.
I swear I'm helping.
Just barely.
It's like reverse inspiration.
Yeah. All right. So you taunt at the guard, but in the midst of your standing proud because you were about to take the law and justice into your own hands, it obstructed your ability to swing properly.
The law will get you one day. It'll
You
get
miss.
there.
You missed your
Clearly,
swing.
the arm of that law is not so long.
Phrasing.
Well played. All right. In the midst of the battle, all of a sudden, a giant arrow comes flying through the woodwork to strike Bandito right there. All right.
That was the law.
All right, so calculating damage, you see a nice green puff hit the Bandito right in the face. And he starts coughing. Octhal.
I will go. This guy. Cool. I will go over here behind him, so I still have advantage. And sleep forever. 16.
Okay, you're going to slit his throat?
Yup.
Okay, 16 will hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Bad.
Yeah, that's not very good damage. Okay. You go and you give him a pretty good cut, but you miss the crucial artery, which is shocking for you, as you know them better than most.
And I will take my offhand knife, I will flip it in my hand, and just whip it at the bandit next to Lyatril.
Yeah. All right. ahead. Let's see it. This could make up for your... Alright, that will hit.
Oh, not supposed to be a sneak attack. So 4!
It's alright. You got him. You see it stick in the back of the neck of the bandit. Leah, you look up and you see the tip of a dagger sticking through the front of a bandit's head as he drops in front of you. Tobias.
Okay, just a second.
Okay.
Seeing the dagger go through the guy's head, Tobias is gonna turn to the side and quickly throw up.
Nice.
Oh god.
There's not even
Oh,
any
God.
blade, it's just handle, head.
And he's going to, seeing the drowsy one down there, he's gonna be like, You should have got to bed. You should just sleep. Just stay asleep.
All
It's
right.
just mockery.
Okay. Wisdom.
Beating someone over the head with a chair, going, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
All right.
Basically.
Oh. Crit failed. Disadvantage. All right. So he is having a nightmare, and you guys all look on at your turns. You see him just kind of swatting at his face as though he's being attacked in his sleep by a bunch of bugs, and you find it quite comical.
And I'm gonna look at our quite wounded rock man. Try and do better this time, and give him another inspiration.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but
Please- please hit something.
Motivational speaker to desperate bargaining in 3 rounds.
If-
18 seconds. This guy has gone from "you got this" to "oh god, please."
That's who he is.
if someone ever tells me, "Hey, try and do better," that in and of itself is discouraging because they're already expecting me to fail.
Do you want a negative inspiration?
That's like your parents saying we're not mad for disappointed.
Right. Right. All right. Yulong, you just received some inspirational words.
This
How
guy
do you-
This guy's still asleep.
Okay. Yeah, the guy in front of you is currently having a nightmare while asleep.
I'm gonna put him out of his misery. I want to do this to him.
Okay. You want to
Sleeping.
caress his cheek? Okay.
There it goes.
Give him a nice cheek caressing.
And then I snap his neck.
Okay. Give me a athletics roll.
Sounds good.
Beat a 13.
I just caressed his cheek.
He's no longer
Nice.
having a nightmare.
Nice. He's enforced this world.
All right.
And the rest of my action, I'll use my other key point for defense.
Okay. So it takes a little bit of time for you to get a good grip on the sweaty bandit that is having a nightmare and flailing, but you manage to grab his head and give him a nice chiropractor neck crick. And he just crumples to the floor. And you turn and you look at his buddy and you give him the "you're next" look.
All right.
All right. Guard, Bandito Captain is chuckling at your failed attempts of attacks. 17.
Hits.
Okay.
I say no! You are a bad bandit! And,
Cutting words.
cutting words.
Okay. What is cutting words? He takes 4.
I
Reduces his
reduced
attack by 4.
the attack roll. by
Okay.
whatever my roll was, which is 4.
Okay, so as he swings at you, Guard, he hears the voice of Tobias shrilling through the forest, and it catches him off guard, and you're able to deflect the attack with your buckler. All right, that bandito is dead. This bandito is... How long does sleep last for?
1 minute.
Okay.
Or until somebody else wakes him.
Okay, so he's going to do a con save. He does not wake up.
Yeah, like it's not even a con save. It's like he's straight asleep.
Right. Well, so he would be awake right now, but I enjoy seeing if people... Sometimes you're sleepy.
Fair enough.
All right, Bandito just got taunted by Yulong. He's been wailing on him this whole time. Misses with that one. Tries to swing around 17. Because it's disadvantage for the first one.
Disadvantage for all of them.
Oh, disadvantage for all of them? Okay,
Mhm.
so 14 misses you, correct, Yulong? Yes, it does. Okay. Leah, you just had a puddle of blood come dripping down in front of you from a bandit getting a dagger through the throat.
Alright, I'm going to... Oh, I didn't choose the right one. I'm going to run and use the pounce action on this guy.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. That does not work. There's a lot of bodies in the way. He was able to see you coming on the pounce. Do you have a bonus action?
I'm just gonna growl at him.
All right. Give me an intimidation roll. Let's see how well you can snarl at a bandit. Okay. Amidst the
Meow.
chaos of battle, it is not
Stop,
heard.
that is mildly annoying.
Guard,
Uh,
it is your turn.
Guard's gonna move here. And he is going to yell, "This is still an arrest!" Slightly less confident this time. And broadside him with the side of my sword.
But luckily, you're not using the inspiration for Tobias, and therefore you hit.
Yeah, Tobias is negative. You have to roll a negative D8.
All right, for 6. All right, what do you do after you slap him with the broadside of your sword?
That, yeah, how did that feel, buddy?
Okay. All right, Santa's going to move up this way, and she's going to look over the battlefield. That is, it's not going the best, but it's not going terrible either. And just stands and watches over you guys, and then casts message, and you can hear a soft voice sounding in your head, letting you know that you will be taken care of once the battle is over. Octhal. You just saw a guy get his net broken in front of you. I'm sure your lizard mouth has now curled at the deepest parts of the grooves. How do you react?
10. Yeah, let's go over there. And we shank.
Okay, let's see what those stabbers got. 23 will connect. For a good bit of damage. Okay.
Bonus action! I don't have another dagger, but I have teeth.
Alright. That'll hit. How much you gnawing him for?
That should have been a sneak attack. 5.
Okay. So you get a nice little cut along his side with your dagger, and then go low and bite at his nice meaty calves and land both attacks. Tobias, you now see that one of the members traveling in your party is munching on a bandit. How do you respond?
He's gonna turn and throw up again. oh, oh god. Oh god.
No, don't
Oh,
worry,
god.
I'm good.
And he's gonna look at the one that's getting gnawed on and be like, I guess it's better to be eaten by a lizard than, I don't know, shanked by one? Maybe?
Which he
Either ways,
was both.
you're surrounded.
All right, so very strong words coming from the bard. All right.
He saves.
Yep, he does. All right, Yulong. You're not feeling the best, but you've successfully dodged a few attacks that give you a boost of encouragement.
I'm gonna try to like hit the guy as hard as I can with my quarterstaff in the stomach.
Okay,
Like a
so
stun.
you gonna two-hand it for a D8 or
Yeah,
okay?
my mission for
Okay, you no longer have advantage since you aren't flanking. You're the only one there, so a 12 will miss.
I used my 5 inspiration.
Oh, the second one? Okay, so a 17 will hit successfully for 8 damage. You give him a nice woof woof into the stomach. And he buckles over in front of you. Do you use a bonus action?
I'll bonus action. I'll pop that bark skin potion.
Okay.
For 2 to my AC.
Okay, Bandito Captain is currently getting mauled and surrounded. He's not feeling the most confident at this point, so he starts to flail wildly, trying to get the 3 of you, and misses both of his attacks. Bandito, that is sleepy, wakes up from his slumber and is confused a little bit and dazed. Yulong, the bandit that you just hit in the stomach, he dropped his dagger, but he swings at you with his scimitar and misses. Leah, you see a lizard being able to do what you have failed for most of the battle in biting the opponents.
Damn. They just kind of look and be impressed, and then try to bite as well.
Okay. The other leg.
What?
Alright.
And then there's your growl.
Okay. Well, so plus your dex as a panther, that will hit. I believe they have a +4 for their dex, correct?
Dex is 15 plus 2.
Okay. So that... Nope. Go ahead, give me another roll, because you're flanking, so you would have
Oh, right.
advantage.
Your bite is +4 to attack.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
so
+4 to hit?
+4 will hit. So go ahead and roll damage for your attack, for your bite.
Okay.
Okay, good. Can I get a strength roll from both Octhal and Leah?
Oh boy. Straight to 0.
So this is
How?
All right.
I'm on some troll.
All right, Guard. You have advantage as the bandit in front of you is getting eaten from the legs up.
Okay. Can I try? I want to hit him in the knee with my sword.
Okay.
There's a lot of faces just happening down there.
The middle section of this bandit is a very popular area. Okay, so you go to.
You got a D8.
You net one.
Oh wait, no. Am I? Yeah, I'm not gonna use the D8 there. But you gave that to Rockman. I already used my D8.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He used it that first turn. Okay, so you go to do a broad slap at the knees of the bandit, but being afraid that you might hit one of your two members, the attack is off the mark and doesn't really do much. Suddenly, you start seeing the man take a few more invisible punches to the face from afar. Let's see. Okay, and that now knocks him prone between being bitten in the legs and being force punched in the face.
And mildly slapped.
This guy is now lying on the ground prone. Octal.
More of the same, please.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
no, this is gonna be nasty.
Do I have to make another con save?
Yes.
You may need to.
7, 9, 14, 17.
Okay. So give me a bite.
I can only do the bite once.
Well, I understand that. Give me a bite roll.
Okay.
Jeez,
Okay.
crow.
Can we just
All right.
wishbone this dude?
So, well, that's what the strength roll was for you and Leah, but you guys failed on that miserably. So as he's prone, you take your one dagger left and you stab it all the way through his knee, and you hear that nice joint popping sound. And as you bite again for a better grip on his calf, you rip his leg off from the knee down.
Oh no.
Tobias.
He just manages to turn away in time before watching this horrible
This
event.
is the one he doesn't throw up.
I don't know. I was like, oh god. What?
We
Oh,
desensitized
I
him.
need to make some new life decisions. Oh god. Oh. And just kind of looking through between his fingers, looking over at the bandit that just woke back. I was like, you should go back to sleep. You're all your friends are dead.
Push me to the edge.
All right. Let's see. He's going to be at a disadvantage since he just woke up. He takes it anyways. All right. So in his grogginess, he starts to hear a voice yelling at himself, yelling at him that he's a loser and that he should go to sleep because he has no friends because they're all dead. Yulong.
That's long and short of it.
Yulong, it is your turn. Did we lose you? No.
Hello?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, sorry. I would like to use a healing potion
Okay.
from
Go
my.
ahead.
Is it D 2d4 plus 2, I believe?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
There you go.
And then the guy that just got up, I'm going to kind of taunt both of them. Like drop my staff and just like, okay, like 2 against 1, starting to get fair.
Okay.
Tell them both to come at me. I'm going to use the dodge action this next turn.
Okay. That works. Alright, so this guy, after being taunted, is gonna turn around and make an attack at you. 7 misses. And the Bandito captain will chuckle because he's been beating on you pretty well, and swing his scimitar.
Thank God for the dodge action.
Right. Because you have now what, an 18 AC, correct? Because of the bark skin.
Me?
Yeah.
I have Shield of Faith, which lasts for 10 minutes. So I have 20 AC right now.
Oh, okay.
In the potion.
Yep, you're good. All right, Leah.
Okay, so I am going to. So with flanking, just a reminder: is it? Do I have to be on the direct opposite side?
Nope. So we're doing the first 2 that approach get flanking bonus, except for Octhal and you, they get flanking bonuses for everybody.
Okay.
If there's another person.
So I'm gonna run around to these 2.
Okay.
And going to use Pounce on the bigger guy.
Okay. On the bigger guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that will hit. He needs to do a strength save.
Yes.
Okay, 9.
And fails.
Yep. So he is now prone.
Okay, so I gotta do 2 of them. 1 second. Alright. So that would be the bite. Oh, hit enter and then it disappeared. There we go. Oh no. Try again. 20, 12. And then it's 1d4 plus 2. Right? Yeah. So 13 damage.
Oh, nice. Alright, so you pounce on the back of this bandito, and he drops to the ground, and you bite and swipe at his back, ripping up his clothes, and he's not feeling the best. Guard, you just saw a guy that you wanted to arrest get his leg eaten off by your 2 friends.
Guard's just going to sit there and be like, yeah, don't mess with the law, and then just walk over to the guard knows he has not done well this fight.
Did you just walk of shame to a different enemy?
Yeah. He's gonna stop trying to use his long sword. It's been not working well for him, so he's gonna try to use the spear.
Hey, there you go. Okay.
And he's like, "You're under arrest too."
Okay, so you take your spear and you sweep the legs out of the bandit. He drops to the ground and hits his head on a rock, and it knocks him unconscious.
Told you to stay asleep.
Please, no one kill him. I need this.
It's Thanos' turn. She's going to walk up here and start casting a spell. Octhal.
Let me just. I will. can do this. I'm gonna go run this way. Run this way. Yank my dagger out of this guy.
Okay.
And then step over here and just start stabbing. With the legs still in my mouth.
Okay, stabbing who?
I'll start with the bandit captain.
With the big guy? All right,
Mhm.
give me some stabby stabs. Okay, that does land for
9 damage.
all right. He is not feeling the best, and you can see it on his face.
Offhand. Hey, 4.
All right, so that hits. You are able to end his life in a very clean fashion as compared to the last one. And
Last
he
thing you see is a blood-covered lizard with the leg of his friend in his mouth.
right. Okay. So thus ends combat. You guys turn around to just check the area, and in doing so, you notice that Thana behind the log here has set up a nice opaque hut for you guys to sleep in for the night. She has cast Lehman's tiny hut.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a spell. I thought like during combat, she's like, "This is a great time to put up a hut."
Right.
How much time has passed throughout combat?
Throughout that combat, not a whole lot of time has passed. It was probably
30 seconds.
no. That was a good bit of turns. I'd probably say like it was probably 5 or 10 minutes worth of combat. So the night is still relatively young. Moving everything around. The night is still. Come on. I hate when you want to move something, but you grab the whole map. The night is still relatively young. After combat just happened.
Okay,
Hey.
Leah, still in wild shape, wants to check the surrounding area for any other bandits or
Okay.
enemies.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm gonna take all the bandit captain's daggers.
Okay.
These are mine now.
Go ahead and add 3 daggers to yourself.
Octhal, could I get your help with something actually?
Yes.
Sorry, I just realized what you're doing. So I would like to tie this guy up. I feel like a good incentive to not try to run away. I mean, you feel free to say no to this. But to not try to run away would be a giant lizard. Like watching him. If that would be something you would want to do.
I slowly take the leg and I put it back in my mouth and nod.
Okay. Yes, and I would like to. Can I actually tie this guy up to like the spokes of the wagon?
To the wheel.
Oh, not the spokes. The like the thing that the horse is attached to.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
We'll say for all intents and purposes, we'll say that you guys pulled the wagon right here. Let me fill it in. We'll say the wagon is right here. And you can tie Joe Schmo up to the front of the wagon. Okay, so Leah, you finished doing the perimeter check, and you notice that it seems to be all quiet. No more signs of banditos.
Okay.
Okay. Yulong,
can I
you have no belt on your pants, as it was used to tie up the bandito.
Yeah,
Give
my
me-
sack robe.
Give me a dexterity check, an acrobatics check.
Oh, acrobatics.
Yeah. Okay. You are able to still walk around fine without your clothes dropping or tripping you up, even though you do feel rather tired and exhausted after that.
Yeah,
battle.
Yulong didn't get much to eat either. He's gonna pick up one of the plates where the bandits are eating. Just start walking over to the hut, eating the food they left behind.
Okay,
Oh, that's a good idea.
that works.
In wild
go ahead,
shape,
Leah.
can no stuttering. In wild shape, can I still search bodies, or do I have to pop out of that?
You could sniff the bodies. You wouldn't be able to like note that there's a coin purse or something like that, but you could smell around them if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out of wild shape and search the bodies.
Okay. So you pop out. Are you wanting to search the big bandits or the small ones?
I guess big bandits.
Okay. Who else wants to loot a body?
I would like to, but I would like to specifically look for like paperwork.
Okay.
Or
Like a
smithing
ledger?
tools. Yeah, ledgers, like orders kind of thing. And or smithing tools. Yeah.
Okay. Who else would like to loot bodies?
I will. I'm going to leave the leg that I've been slightly chewing on in the lap of the dude that we tied up
Okay.
before I walk back over to the bodies.
Okay. that would be a rude awakening to wake up with a half-eaten leg
Yup, that's the
Um,
point.
on my lap. Okay, so in searching through the bodies, you find a few coin purses that in total have about 120 copper pieces and 50 silver pieces. Guard,
I toss mine to whatever I find to guard.
Guard, you do manage to find on two of them a couple pieces of parchment. The guy right here that you're standing by had a book of loose leaf parchment pieces, each of which had a symbol on them and a location. Give me a quick history check.
Ooh, okay.
To clarify, it was 120 copper and 50 silver pieces found.
Yes.
Oh wait, the wrong one.
Are any of these bandits using a short sword at all?
Not
Scimitars.
much better.
Damn it.
Okay. Guard, you know that these locations, while by name they do not ring a bell, but you think that you have seen their locations on a map book. Each of the pieces of parchment also have a symbol of a creature on them.
Ooh, preachers. Can I do a religion check on that? Or is that part of the history?
Are you wanting to know what the creatures are?
Oh, creatures. I thought you said preachers.
No.
Oh, never mind. No. So yeah, I would like to take this and kind of go over it with Tobias, Thanos, and Yulong.
Not Thanos.
Thana, thank you. And
This is a totally different campaign if that's Thanos.
Yes.
And I would like to go over. I mean, Yulong, you obviously have the choice to go over this with me, but I just figured you would be helpful. But yeah, see what they know about these symbols and creatures and places.
Okay. So I'll get to that in a second. Yulong, as you are eating, Thana is going to approach you with her hands held out, and heals you of your gashes, and tells you that a long night's rest you will feel good as new. Okay, so Leah, were you searching for anything in particular on the bodies?
Mostly just stuttering. Just coins, really.
Okay, so yes, that's what you found of coins. Other valuables of note is one of the leaders had a pocket sundial
Ooh.
that looked like it was crafted very well.
So I don't understand how looting, I guess, coin works. So Octal, Octal found some, I found some, but just as a total.
So here, what we'll do, which happens in a lot of campaigns, is we'll just make a money page. So all the collective loot can be used by everyone. And you can just throw it on there.
Okay. I'd like to note that I don't hand mine over to guard because I don't want it all to be with one person.
Okay, that's fine. I'll make a better sheet for next time, and then we can just say who's carrying what. If you don't want to add it directly to your character sheet.
And
Ward,
how much
before
was looted?
Total was 120 copper pieces and 50 silver pieces.
Thank you.
Okay, Tobias, while they're all looting bodies and you're getting the cart parked, and they tie a man up to your cart.
Yeah, he is just looks very, very uncomfortable at this situation. Just kind of staying away from Octhald as much as possible. He is clearly frightened of the lizard now and is doing all he could to avoid just getting near him at this point.
Okay.
And he's currently just nervously tuning a lute.
Okay. That works. Okay, so Guard, the questions about the parchment. And you wanted to speak to people about them.
Yeah, so I was thinking like the three people to speak to, and anybody is allowed in this conversation, is Yulong, Thana, and Tobias. However, since Tobias seems to be in distress, that takes precedence over this, and so I'm going to ask him if there's anything that I can offer him that could help him with his nerves. There is some, I'm assuming like grog or something left over by the bandits, or I can pray with him at this moment.
The alcohol sounds very good at this point. Thank you very much.
So I'll go get some of the alcohol left over from the bandits and give it to Tobias, and then start the conversation.
As soon as he has it in his hand, he starts chugging it. He's not a man of violence.
Gotcha.
I am also really sorry you had to see that.
It's quite alright. Things happen on the road. Seeing people get eaten, less so.
I wish I could say as a DM that was the first time someone had been eaten, but it's not.
Oh dear.
First time this campaign, though, someone has been eaten.
Hey.
Unless it
All right.
Buy a PC.
Okay, so Octhal, I see you have moved yourself out of the tent.
I am fetching my lizard, and we are going to go get dinner for everyone.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Do you not want to just eat the plates that were already created?
I
think-
assume a lot of that got knocked on the ground, and
It did, but a lot of people still grabbed some.
I'm going to go get more food for the civilized folk.
Says the lizard.
Thank
way
you,
out.
Octhal.
On the way out, I'm going to feed one of the smaller bandits to my lizard.
Okay, good. We'll take this guy, and he will now disappear because he has been eaten by a lizard. Okay.
Just fast food. We just run forward, we grab him, we keep going.
He's slithering his or slurping his leg into his mouth as you walk away. Okay, so guard, go ahead. You have everyone except for Octhal in the tiny hut with you for the conversation.
Yeah, and so I kind of just pass around the symbols, and everything that I pulled off, and ask who may know anything about it, if this is important to the security of Ramshorn or just the realm in general, or just any prevalent information on it.
Okay.
Can I look at it.
Yes. Each of you can make a history check if you'd like to.
I'm assuming not me.
With the advantage.
Tobias is now intoxicated. I just saw that.
Yep. Okay, so Leah, in looking over the symbols on the pieces of parchment, you notice that that one of them is eerily similar to the symbol on the scroll at which you were given earlier today, or earlier this month. You take out your scroll and you look at it, and you note that the area of the map at which the bandit had that the symbol on your scroll matches up with the map that was given to Yulong and Octhal. Do you share that with the class?
Yes, sorry, had to write it down.
Okay, so Leah speaks up and mentions that it might have something to do with the scrolls that we were handed before leaving Ramshorn. Guard, how do you respond?
So can Guard double check the ledger, I think it was, and see if his symbol matches with anything in there?
It does.
Okay. And is there anything like identifying a faction or group that these people may be a part of?
Thinking back to what Octhal had mentioned before the fight began, that it was the same group that attacked Ramshorn, you did notice that there was a black spider logo on the shoulder of one of the captains.
And thinking that she's in the know, I would like to kind of bring this up to Thana and be like, hey, so you and the Elder and Jim Jam seem to kind of know something about this. Do you know who we're fighting here?
Thana at this moment will speak up and say yes. The warlord of the ancient stories is rumored to be coming back, being set free, and this group known as the Black Spider is the one that is trying to resurrect him. the maps at which you hold that you took from the captain, I assume, is their attempt of locating the statues that we have asked you to seek out as well. Prophecy has it that those that seek and find the statues and release the power of the heroes are the ones that then can save or destroy the world.
Okay. So the black spider, are they kind of operating in most places? And I would kind of like to parry that question with my feat for being a town watch, which is knowledge of criminal activity.
Right. Being as you've been in Ramshorn for the past couple of months, 6 or 7 months, at least, you have not heard of this grouping. You do know that there is a group of people throughout history that tend to rise up and cause anarchy and overthrow governments, but you have not seen it yet in your lifetime, since you have been out of your Aasimar city of Milan.
Yeah. Lyatril, Yulong, do you guys have any?
Yeah, did you say the name of who they're trying to revive?
Oh, good question.
She will say that the name of the warlord is Alethar Mooncane. He is the one that before tried to turn the world into ruin, and prophecy is leading to him doing so again.
Could you type that name in chat for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Also, Thana, what does she actually look like?
She has a stunning appearance. Her skin kind of glitters. Not like Twilight glitters, but she has a hue to her appearance that makes her shine. She is quite possibly one of the most beautiful people you've ever laid eyes on. Knowing before in the forest that Guard and her went off to speak privately, he might have more information. Leah, I do not believe you would have ran into anyone in your growth that is quite like her, so you would not know what race she is.
Okay.
She does have a kind of an elvish appearance, but you know that she wouldn't be an elf.
Leah's just gonna go up and ask them outright and say, I mean, you kind of look like me, but really mostly don't. This might be a bit rude. I'm not all there, but what exactly are you?
At this, Thana will chuckle, and pat you on the head at your cute timidness, and she will stand up and tell you a bit about her. All right, perfect timing, Tobias. This is a perfect loot intro into Thana telling of who she is.
That was completely by accident. The
nope,
timing.
That worked. So she starts to tell that she was born in Aasimar. She was given to a shelter when she was younger because she was clairvoyant. Her parents did not want her to know what they do, as they were less than righteous people. While at the shelter, she began to see visions and hear voices, and it was denoted that she was a prophet. And so she now is stationed at a church in Hurst as a prophet for the land of Dirthula. And she goes around and warns people of impending danger, or times of great joy and prosperity for the land.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes, all to the sounds of great music from our drunken halfling friend. I am picturing the recorder version of My Heart Will Go On.
Well, he
being
rolled
played.
surprisingly well on even with disadvantage for the loot.
Right. Okay, so after Thana shares her story of who she is and about the black spider, Octhal, you would have returned at this point, having been gone for probably 10 or 15 minutes, just gathering some food for the civilized lizard people. Do you join the party in the tent, or do you stay outside with your lizard friend?
I've got like just a big ass deer.
All right.
We need to do something with this big ass deer.
All right. So you're gonna do all the cleaning and fixings and cook it up outside?
Yep.
Okay.
Just right outside the tent. Just
that works.
Where did Yulong go?
Yulong is eating dinner, both in game and IRL.
Okay.
Okay, so after a while in talking, you guys can start to smell the beautiful smell of venison being cooked on an open fire, some crackling of the fire outside. Do you choose to stay in the hut or to go outside? At this point, the sky is a nice deep purple and orange from the sunset over the vast land that is Dirthula.
So I mean, Guard is just gonna go out and thank Octhal for all the help that he's offering the party, and also offer him some help in preparing everything.
Okay. So you go outside. Octhal's busy getting cuts of meat done up. Thana will join you guys outside as well. Tobias, do you stay inside or do you join the festivities outside?
Tobias is staying put away from the lizard man. He's going to continue to drink more grog.
Okay.
Thing. Lost most of food over in bush. Eat.
So Tobias is gonna stay inside, maybe watch over Yulong being all bandaged up.
He might actually kind of approach Yulong. You look like you could need a little help, as he continuously to nervously look from Yulong over to the lizard.
Okay. Well, again, we are on point with like two people inputting things at the same time and them working out well.
And he's just gonna touch him and give him some.
Okay. So
cure
Yulong,
wounds.
go ahead and heal yourself up that 12. Tobias will take some of the burlap sacks strips that you rip
It's
off.
full 20. It was at level 2.
Dip some alcohol on the strips and tie them over your wounds. All right, you guys are outside. Tobias and Yulong are inside. What's the conversation outside?
Octhal, do you need any help with anything that Guard can offer?
Not particularly.
Okay. He's gonna go over to the prisoner, Anthena.
Okay.
Still has the leg. Just resting on him.
Leah's gonna whisper to Octhal in Draconic, and just kind of go. So, you eat people often?
What a pickup line.
In Draconic, he'll respond, "Wars between clans. The swamp was full of tribes like mine. The dead served as shelter, as weapons, as clothes, and as food. Do not sacrifice anything. Do not give it up for free. So everything is used. Everything. Even meat."
Leah's just gonna shrug and go. Makes sense. I mean, they're a druid. They love the balance and using all the bit.
Right.
So we'll just pat them on the head.
Leah's been patted like 12 times just this session.
I did make my character exceptionally adorable.
There we go.
Pat.
All right, so guard, you approach the bandit. He is kind of still groggy, but has come to at this point because of the smell of the venison. How do you?
There's a leg just sitting on him.
Right. He's done that little squirm that you do when you're sitting down and there's something on you and you want it off. Like you just start moving both your legs to try and get it to fall away. So the leg of his friend now sits in between his legs. A full-on third leg this bandit has. And guard, how do you approach it?
So guard's going to come up to him and remove the third leg from his lap. Not like throw it away, but just kind of set it out of sight of the prisoner for now.
Okay.
And he's just going to lean down and say, "Shh, it's okay. Save your strength for the moment. You're going to need it for the rest of the journey." And he's going to just check up and use 3 points from his healing pool just to heal him up a little bit.
Okay, you won't need to use the healing points. He had 6. He was about half health before you knocked him out.
Oh, okay.
And so he's fine once he came to.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to offer him some food and ask him about the black spider and what he can tell me.
Okay. Are you gonna try to intimidate or use a persuasion tactic of giving him food and kind of being nice for the moment?
I'll go persuasion.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll. Okay. The acts of kindness work well with him. He's grateful for the food, even though he cannot eat it himself as his hands are bound. He's appreciative of you spooning it to him. And he tells you that he does not know much of who the Black Spider are. He joined a guild that he thought was just a rogues guild, to be a highwayman and to help things in travel or to stop that which was being ransacked, going from city to city. And that's what he was under the impression the Black Spider were.
Where would I be able to find this guild if needed?
There is an office that he joined in Hearst. Look for the Highwaymen's the Highwaymen Hidden Guild. That is where he joined.
I thank him and I offer if he would like prayer before while finishing his food and all that.
Hearing the idea of a rogues guild, Octhal in Thieves' Cant will say, "And what traps wait for us there?"
He will respond in broken Thieves' Cant, allowing you to know that he is. There is truth to his statement that he is a relatively new recruit. Says no traps. A well-respected people within the city of Hearst.
I will go back to eating.
Okay.
Would he like the prayer?
No, he
Okay.
he will pass.
Okay. So going to Octhal, and I assumed that I saw that they had a conversation but couldn't really understand it.
Right.
It sounded something like, "And does the bird fly freely?" And he responded with, "Yes, and the lizard does as well." And no one but me and him knew what that meant.
I'm gonna be like, well, I hope that you are flying freely, but what do you think about maybe going undercover in a thieves guild?
I look down at the now 5 knives that adorn my belt. I will fit in poorly.
All right. Well, that's all I need to know.
But I will try.
Well, I would like you to know that I really appreciate it, and
And
this
now
isn't.
I regret my -1 to charisma. Here we go, boys.
I'm going to go
Okay.
over to Thana see if she needs anything, but that doesn't need to actually be taking up time right now.
Okay. Tobias, give me a perception check. Okay. Through the walls of the hut, and while helping out Yulong in his healing process, you hear the conversation outside, and you hear a name that rings a bell. The name of a guild from Hearst.
But wait, just say that name again. Who? He's gonna kind of slink around, going the long way around.
As you walk,
Called.
one of Octhal's eyes is staying on the food he's eating, and the other one is just following you the entire way.
There is a shiver going down his spine. Kind of slinking behind guard, making sure guard is in between him and Octhal. Did I hear that name correctly? Sorry, what was that guild name again?
The Highwaymen Guild?
Close
Is
enough.
that it?
Yes, that name. What was the guild name?
The Highwaymen. Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking.
No, it pretty much the Highwaymen Hidden is the guild name.
Yes, that group of assholes have ransacked a number of my carts in the past and have held me up a time or 3. Kind of leans over and kind of stares daggers at the tied up man now. They are not exactly the nicest of people. If you plan to have any dealings with them, be them swift and hopefully end in the betterment for you and detriment to them.
So sorry, I said I thought stop talking because I feel like I'm talking too much. But he said like there's an office that they're out of. Did he actually say like where it would be? Like, would I know where this is?
He said that it was in the town of Hearst, or the city of Hearst.
Yes. And since we're heading there, I was kind of like wondering if there was like a street address, like
There
GPS.
most likely won't be, but I can find it.
I feel like I could too, but
I do know the city well, and I'm pretty sure if my memory serves, I know where they might have their main offices.
so I'm going to turn towards Tobias and like place a hand on his shoulder and say, "Thank you. This journey would not be the same without you. And if it's any consolation, I am pleased that you're here."
Well, I am pleased that I am traveling with mostly good company, and his eyes quickly flit to Orthald and the tied up bandit.
Octhal may be rough, but he is a good person, lizard person.
I will take your word on that. And if he tries to eat my horses, I know who to send the bill to.
Yes.
Horse meat is stringy and unattractive to the palate.
Horses are safe.
And then the subtle hint that he's eaten horses before.
Yeah.
Yes, that does not calm his nerves too much.
I love this character. I love this Lizardfolk so much. It's so much fun.
Tobias is just like wide-eyed staring at the ground, thinking of like all that implied.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Okay.
I so rarely get to play a chaotic neutral character.
Chaotic neutral is fun. All right, so all of you are full on food. Conversation has gone well. You call it a night. Being as you are in Lehman's tiny hut, you all sleep well and do not worry about an attack throughout the night.
Well, most of us.
Right. Tobias is probably having nightmares about legs being ripped off in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
You wake up the next morning, getting ready to head out. How do you travel with the guard? Does he stay tied up, or does he get a seat on the cart?
I say stays tied up, but is like tied to me. Like
Okay.
he's like a belt.
Yes, I
Right.
don't really want that type of person on my cart.
Okay. So he's shackled to guard. That works. You guys start your travels.
Throw him over the giant lizard. It's easier to carry him, and it's a veiled threat.
just strap them to our mini donkey. You guys are just under a week's travel away. As you crest over a hill, you're able to see the city of Hearst that lays out before you. Tobias, I will let you do the honors of giving them a rundown of what to expect in the city. As you know, most of them have not been there yet.
Right. Let me pull up where I put that note. Yes, the city is considered one of the well, it's considered a small city by normal standards, but is actually also the third largest in this current region. There are about 7,500 people living in here, most of which happen to be human, halfling like myself, and elf. there are only 3 gates, or sorry, there are 4 gates into the city, each denoting a significant element or placement. North is the Stargate. South is the
Stargate.
Haha. West is the Ocean Gate, and there is a South Gate, but I am blanking on its name.
The Continental Gate.
That one.
What was Westgate?
The West Gate was the Ocean Gate.
And Eastgate?
Mountain Gate.
Thank you.
Is there anything you would wish to know particularly?
Yes. Where I guess I could ask Thana this about the monastery, but I would also like to know where this highwayman hidden is. Also, who is in charge here? What's the crime like? I have so many questions.
The ruler, that would be the Count. How do you say that name?
Wave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Count Wave.
Pretty good.
He's an elf. I haven't seen him personally, but I hear he is hard-hearted by nature and quite a dangerous man. I tend to avoid such people.
So is this kind of a crime-run city?
No. Not that I believe. I try not to spend too much time in the city. I prefer to be on the open road myself.
Okay.
Oh, you and Octal have that in common.
You see a shiver go down his spine. Thank you for that, little elf girl.
Is there an alchemist somewhere I can acquire poisons?
Yes. Hold on a moment. If my memory serves correctly, that would be the Brood Harpy Potion Shop. And he gives some quick directions onto where it is. It should be just down that street and to the left.
What was the name again?
Yulong has the most important question. Honor, I would like to know where the best place to get a drink, strong drink.
Yes.
Very poor question.
I am scrolling.
All right, no, I'll take over. You did awesome. So this is the most work I've ever put
Yay.
into a town. So
Found
I
it.
will. Okay, go ahead.
That would be the needy leprechaun?
Yep, leprechaun.
Okay, sorry, I'm dyslexic, so reading is not my strong suit. But yeah, that would be the needy leprechaun mug. It's run by some human guy, Foster, I believe his name was.
And he's Australian for beer.
I was hoping somebody was gonna make the joke.
All right. So as you guys ask questions and pull up to, you enter the city of Hearst through the.
Are there guards on the city walls?
Yes, of course.
There are some.
How do they react to me?
They are okay with you as you are traveling in with Tobias. Tobias is a very well-known commodity in the city of Hearst. He gets yells and cheers as he's coming in because he always brings goods from the outside cities and towns into the city of Hearst. With that, also, Thana is attended to by a couple of the city guards and taken to where she resides. What I am going to do, you guys now are looking at the city of Hearst. There are tokens marking off all of the vendors and guilds in the maps. You might need to zoom in on them for yourselves. But we're going to end here, so in the off week we can plan around what it is that we would like to do here in the city of Hearst, and then not spend too much time in the city come our session in 2 weeks. So with that, we will end the stream. I want to take time to thank Connor as Tobias as our special guest, playing our halfling merchant, and the rest of you for tuning in and joining us on tonight's stream. We thank you for your support and your service. Have a good night.